Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today's video is about the month of Ramadan. But first, let's talk a little bit about months. A certain number of days equal a month, and a certain number of months equal a year. You know, without months, keeping track of time would be very confusing and difficult. So alhamdulillah, it really is a blessing that we have months. Allah tells us in the Quran, "Verily, the number of months with Allah is 12 months in a year. So it was ordained by Allah on the day when He created the heavens and the earth." So it was decreed by Allah that we have 12 months in a year. Nowadays, much of the world uses the following 12 months to measure a year: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. These months are used in what is known as the Gregorian calendar. But notice, we don't find the month of Ramadan in the Gregorian calendar. That's because the Gregorian calendar is not the only calendar that people use today, and it hasn't been the only calendar people used throughout history. As Muslims, we have our own calendar, and our calendar is connected to the divine revelation that Allah sent. It's how we know when it's Ramadan, or Eid, or time for the Hajj pilgrimage. Our Islamic calendar is known as the Hijri calendar, and the 12 months of the Hijri calendar are Muharram, Safar, Rabi' al-Awwal, Rabi' al-Akhir, Jumad al-Ula, Jumad al-Akhira, Rajab, Sha'ban, Ramadan, Shawwal, Dhul Qa'dah, and Dhul Hijjah. As you can see, in the Hijri calendar, we do find the month of Ramadan. And this is how we know when the month of Ramadan is. But why is it that the month of Ramadan comes a different time every year in comparison to the Gregorian calendar? One year Ramadan was in May, and then the next year it was in April. Why don't the two calendars always line up the same? Well, that's because the two calendars have a different number of days in a year. So every year they line up differently when compared to one another. The Gregorian calendar has a specific number of days assigned to each month. So each month basically has between 28 and 31 days, totaling about 365 days in a year. However, the Hijri calendar has either 29 or 30 days for each month, totaling about 354 days a year. The Gregorian calendar is called a solar calendar because it's based on the position of the sun and how long it takes to complete a full cycle of seasons. But the Hijri calendar is called a lunar calendar because it is based on the monthly cycles of the moon's phases. What are the moon's phases? Well, when a new month begins, we see the moon as a thin crescent. Then it gets bigger throughout the month until it's full. Then it gets smaller once again until it disappears. Then the phases start all over again the following month. This process takes about 29 to 30 days to occur. So at the end of the 29th day of a month, we go out and see if we can sight the new crescent. If we do see the new crescent, then that means the first day of a new month has started. However, if we do not see the new crescent, then that means it will be the 30th day of the same month, and the first of the next month will start the following day. This is how we determine if a month is going to have 29 or 30 days. So now that we've learned about months and calendars, it's time for a pop quiz. See if you can properly answer the following questions. Number 1, what is the name of the Islamic calendar? A, the Gregorian calendar, B, the Hijri calendar, or C, the Julian calendar? The correct answer is B, the Hijri calendar. Question number 2, how many months do both the Hijri and Gregorian calendars have in a year? A, 11, B, 12, or C, 13? The correct answer is B, 12. Question number 3, true or false? The Hijri calendar is about 11 days shorter than the Gregorian calendar. A, true, or B, false? The correct answer is A, true. Question number 4, which month is Ramadan according to the order of the Hijri calendar? Is it A, the first month, B, the 5th month, or C, the 9th month? The correct answer is C, the 9th month. Question number 5. The Hijri calendar is called a lunar calendar, and A is based on the position of the sun and how long it takes to complete a full cycle of seasons. B is based on the monthly cycles of the moon's phases, or C, each month is between 28 and 31 days. The correct answer is B, is based on the monthly cycles of the moon's phases. Question number 6. Each month of the Hijri calendar is either 29 or 30 days. How do we know if a month will be 30 days or if a new month will start after the 29th day? A, it depends on whether or not the moon's new crescent is seen. B, it depends on whether or not a season has changed. C, each month has already been assigned a definite number of days like the Gregorian calendar. The correct answer is A, it depends on whether or not the moon's new crescent is seen. So that does it for this video. JazakumAllahukhairan, and until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.